Climate change will be top of the agenda when Jacinda Ardern sits down for talks with her Fijian counterpart today.
The meeting is in Fiji and comes ahead of the New Zealand Prime Minister travelling to Australia later this week. Let's go live to Suva now. Jackson Williams is there. What's the significance of this visit?
Laura, Jacinda Ardern is only the second New Zealand Prime Minister to visit Fiji since the 2006 military coup, which really strained relations between the two countries. But that relationship has improved. Last night there was a very warm welcome for Jacinda Ardern when she touched down here in Suva. The red carpet was rolled out. She was greeted by her Fijian counterpart, Frank Bainimarama. The pair will sit down for talks today. Top of the agenda will be climate change. We know Prime Minister Bainimarama is really quite a strong champion for greater climate change action globally. He's been quite critical of Australia in the past, including our leader Scott Morrison last year following a Pacific Leaders Retreat. Mr Bainimarama described Scott Morrison's behaviour is very insulting and condescending. Jacinda Ardern, ahead of her meeting today, says her focus is on New Zealand, not Australia's relationship with Fiji.
New Zealand, I think, is well aligned with its Pacific neighbours, and it's about what we can do to support really the adaptation that's going on.
Do you believe Australia is well aligned with Pacific nations when it comes to tackling climate change?
I've always been really careful not to actually speak on behalf of anyone else's policy, rather than just to make sure that we're always taking responsibility for our own.
So New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern treading very carefully. She really does not want to wade into the climate change debate in Australia. There is another domestic policy that Jacinda Ardern certainly is very frustrated that she's opposed to. She has raised it before with a number of with successive Australian Prime Ministers, and later this week when Jacinda Ardern travels from Fiji to Sydney, she'll raise this issue again. It's of course Australia's hardline deportation stance. New Zealand is really opposed to Kiwi criminals who have quite tenuous ties to New Zealand being deported back to their country of birth.
OK, Jackson Williams, live in Suva this morning. Jackson, thank you.